All right guys, so I thought I'd do a video on breakdown of the cost, what this truck ended up costing me. Obviously I got the bed painted. I'll show you I got a small toolbox in the passenger side. And yeah, but I'll do a tally of what this truck ended up costing me in the end. And see what it comes to. I'll list off, there's a few things on here that are kind of extra, weren't really necessary. I just did them for aesthetic reasons. And yeah, I'll do this. So starting off, I paid $3,500 for the truck. It was down the road from me and I parked in a guy's back field, weeds growing up around it. It was close enough I was able to tow it home. So there's no transport fee or anything like that I had to pay. So it's $3,500. I'll tally these up at the end total. Then there was some miscellaneous parts the truck needed. The guy had a boneyard in the backyard. He had a whole bunch of these dent side Fords in his backyard. So yeah, he basically, for another $300, he added on. I could come back and grab anything I needed because there were some parts missing. So I ended up changing the interior door panels. It had one white door panel and a driver door, I think. And I ended up going back, actually I still have it, but I have to give it back to him. Went to another truck he had and grabbed two brown door panels. And that truck, when I went inside, also had, because this one was missing a headliner, it had a kind of cool diamond tuck and roll headliner in that truck that was like custom. So I grabbed that out as well. Needed a rad and an exhaust. So I was able to grab all that at his place and a coolant temp sensor, because this had a Lincoln motor swapped into it, the 460, and it had a dummy light sensor. So I was able to grab off another truck, grab a coolant temp sensor for it. So then I needed a rad hose. I was able to use the lower rad hose or find one on his place or whatever, but I needed a new upper rad hose. He didn't have any that were any good. So upper rad hose was, I think, $20. I upgraded the headlights to the kind of the truck light style, but they're the Amazon specials and they work really good. I had them on my Jeep at one point, so I put the Amazon LED headlights in. Those were $100. I put a Amazon 4,500 pound winch on this truck. It's not, it'd probably be good to have a slightly bigger one, but I'm pulling up light cars like this up there, so it's not a problem. So I was able to get that for $200. Tail lights were $15. They're just your standard oval trailer LED tail lights. I needed a throttle rod. I was missing off this because it was different from went from a car to a truck. So I got a universal one that on Amazon again. Had to modify it a little bit. Got that for $15. And door seals. I needed new door seals. These ones were all falling apart. And so I was able to get Amazon door seals for $20. Just kind of universal ones. When it came to the bodywork, I'll add some of this stuff I didn't actually have to pay for. I had stuff in my cabinet already, but for argument's sake, because it does cost money to do this. So epoxy primer, I used a gallon of epoxy primer. We'll call that $100. Could be more, could be less, the quality stuff you use. Body filler, I figure I used about $100 excuse me, worth of body filler. Now there's a mixture because I used some Dynaglass on the rust repair on the roof where I'd welded, and some on the welding seams in here. And then there's your regular, Bondo body filler or whatever. and then your pinhole putty filler, stuff like that. So anyways, I'll put $100 there, maybe more, maybe less, depending on what you're doing. A lot of people wouldn't have used any on their deck, depending on what they're doing. Again, had all this stuff already, but sandpaper, masking tape, stuff like that. That stuff's not cheap anymore, so I put $150, give or take. The work boxes, that was one big cost, these boxes here. I ended up putting 4 on them, so I added up to about $600 for all 4. I was able to get them on sale. The slate gray metallic paint, that was gonna be a big, the paint is expensive. That was a huge blessing. I ended up getting this paint for free. And the way it happened, I basically was talking to a guy at work. I work in a body shop, if you guys don't know. So there's another guy at work that does work from home, sometimes like side work and stuff. And he was asking me what I was planning on, I was doing the body work, in the middle of doing body work, and we were talking about this truck, and he was asking me what's my, what color I was thinking of doing. And I was kind of like, I want something probably neutral. It's not going to clash with whatever's on the back. Anything that's on the back kind of stands out. But I didn't really want to do black, and because I wasn't sure how the body work was going to turn out. The roof was a bit of a mess on this truck. And I didn't really want to do white. That's kind of boring. So I had some pictures on my phone, and I said, maybe like a gunmetal gray or charcoal gray or something like that. And so he goes, oh, I got some of that. So he went home, took a picture, and sent it to me, and it ended up being a slate gray metallic that he had. And that's the color we ended up with. And he basically handed me a gallon can of it and said, I got more if you need it. And I actually only used probably half of it on this thing, because I'm only doing half a truck. So I had enough. I could have probably done the whole bed all matching, but I just kind of wanted to I want to break it up, the gray. Anyway, so paint is paint. So if you want to spray paint it, if you want to go trim clad, if you want to go really high end, but I won't put a cost on there. That's going to be up to you. Mine was free. So huge blessing. Thanks, Terry. Let's see, seat cover. I put an Amazon, like, what do we call it? Not really Mexican blanket, but I'll show it. But kind of work truck seat cover. $50. All the sheet metal for skirting this thing in and framing it in and everything like that. I got a really good deal. My brother-in-law, he works at a metal fab shop. He's a metal fabricator. And he was able to get me at cost all the steel for $200. I even have enough steel to do my cab guard up here. I just haven't got to it yet. But all the steel included was $200. I was able to reutilize a lot of the steel that was on this old cab guard. It was all 90s. It was tons of steel in there. So I was able to use the top section of it for my back bumper, and the other section, the downs for where basically it comes down here, that I was able to use from the cab guard that was up here. So that was free. And then tie downs. So I put 1, 2, 3, 4, so like 12 tie downs are welded onto this truck. Those, they added up because I was buying that many of them, but they're about $100 in tie downs on there. And then there's other things, I guess you can count your welding wire and gas and all that. I didn't really put that on there, but all in I was, oh, and I forgot, so this truck had the trim on it, but it was missing these corner pieces. So I think those corner pieces was $50. So all in, we're about $5,600 total, truck included. And I don't know, but I'd say that's a pretty damn sweet truck for $5,600. I'll turn it. Can't beat that. I don't know what it would Let me know in the comments what you think this truck is probably worth now. Running, driving, you know, fires up easy, drives good. Had to do an alignment on it, but it's good now. I'll show you my toolbox I added in here. This toolbox fit amazing. This is, if you guys recognize, these are like those boxes where you can put your top box on top and kind of extend it up or whatever. But it fit perfect. I put 2x6 underneath just to space it up so I could get this drawer open. But lost my mic. Tons of space there. A little bit of room up top, and then I can put a jerry can or wherever I want in the side there. So that was, got that for $100 on sale. Yeah, pretty happy with that. I ended up putting the toolbox on the passenger side because if you ever break down on the side of the road, I don't want to have my butt out in traffic. So yeah, this is that Amazon winch. It's got a wireless controller. There's the seat cover I got, matches the door panels, and then the headliner. And these are the door seals I got from Amazon as well, universal. They worked pretty good. Also these, I guess I put in, they stick on this side. Double-sided taped. Tires, I was lucked out. This truck, the guy had put brand new tires on it all the way around. So super cool. Wheels I just painted black. Those are the headlights. Amazon again. Amazon trailer lights. The night runner. Anyways, yeah, super stoked on how it turned out. Can't wait to use it this spring, summer. Left the push bumper on just because that's kind of a feature of this truck, and that's a bygone era. We don't push people's cars off the road anymore. But it's pretty sweet. It's gonna be cool going down the road, that's for sure. Bedwood was really good shape still, so I just basically, when I was spraying the deck, I sprayed the wood black. One upgrade I'm going to want to do is these ramps are really heavy steel, almost like a skid steer ramp. I got my brother-in-law, I think he's going to make me some aluminum ones. They're a lot lighter, so and then a cab guard is going to go on there. I'm going to have it so it's basically bolt-on, removable. I can put beacon lights or something on it, and you know, floodlights aimed backwards and all that kind of jazz. Anyways, thanks for watching.